What's up, everybody? Brutus here, and welcome to Connected Hearts. This music is amazing. Um, so, this seemed like my forte, like the storytelling type games, and I'm kind of curious why this character, the lone character, kind of lit up. Maybe as we play through, others will light up. I don't know, but let's dive right into Connected Hearts. It's charming so far. An unknown place, full of faces that I can't identify. A tender smile, directed at me. My lips say something that I cannot remember. I only know that it is different from silence. Then my vision gets covered by smoke. Part of me is incinerated. Not my body, but my soul. Something was lost, without hope of ever coming back. And yet, I don't have the slightest idea about what it was. I suddenly opened my eyes, completely confused. That strange dream forced me to wake up. I guess you could call it a nightmare, but it still doesn't feel right. It was different. Rather than a bad dream, I felt like I was watching a movie with characters, a climax, and an ending. However, there wasn't a beginning. Everything came out of from nowhere, as if I just missed the first act of a play. Sadly, just after waking up, I had already forgotten almost all of it. Only my confusion and interrupted sleep are evidence that it ever happened. It embarrasses me to confess it, but I was never good at remembering my dreams. Anyway, there's no point in thinking about it anymore. After taking a couple seconds to clear my mind, I lazily look at the clock. It says 6:58 in the morning. In just 2 minutes, the alarm will ring. I let out a sigh, feeling relieved at waking up. I really hate that sound, but it is a necessary evil if I want to get to college on time. My apartment is completely silent. I'm the only resident, so if I want to hear some noise, I have to make it myself. Just a few months back, I lived with my parents, but I had to move when I got accepted into college. I don't really mind it. Actually, it is very comfortable. And I keep in touch with my old friends thanks to the internet. Without saying a word, I get prepared to go out to class. College is only one subway trip away. I chose to study visual arts. My parents are worried I'll never find a job, but at least I would like to try it, just because I like it. However, I should say that soon after my classes started, I got slightly disappointed. It wasn't exactly what I expected. I thought we were going to draw all day and learn about anatomy, different styles of shading, and other fun things. But it turns out there are plenty of theoretical classes like expressing our feelings, communication, history of the arts, and others. I don't regret it, but it's like a stain on your dreams. Anyway, I try not to think about it. Since the beginning, I know it was going to be difficult, so a little more effort doesn't make much of a difference. Classes feel short today. I hear the teachers talk and take notes like every other time, but I can't stop thinking about that dream. I think about it while looking at my necklace, shaped like half a heart. I know somebody gave it to me long ago, but I can't remember who. I guess that's why I look at it, because both are lost from my memory. If I make a big effort, it seems like I remember a little bit of it, but it's like looking at a blurry picture. No matter how much I look at it or from which angle, in the end I can't make sense of it. I feel sour, but there's no other choice than to give up on it. By the time I'd make up my own mind, I'd already arrived home. Without paying attention, I opened the door and put down my bag at the entrance. I never expect any visitors, so there is no need to be tidy. Then I turn on the computer and start watching an animated series. It may sound silly, but I like shows for kids quite a bit. Before I realize it's already late. Lately I feel days are much shorter, but I guess it's my own fault for having so many distractions. I should have dinner and call it a day. I'm ready to cook something when suddenly I hear the phone ringing. That's weird. I can't imagine who would be at this hour except for those annoying credit card sellers. Good evening. Hello, Mom. I didn't expect you to call. Yes, I'm fine, don't worry. Classes are fine, not exactly what I expected, but I like them. Of course not, I'm taking good care of what I eat. Yes, I also clean every week. So far I haven't made any friends, but the course has just started. Yes, Mom, I'll keep that in mind. Good night. Say hi to Dad for me. I sighed just after hanging up. I just moved and it seems that they're already missing me. But there was no other choice. This college is too far from home. I allowed the yawn. Suddenly, I felt very tired. I felt the same. Because of that dream, I couldn't sleep properly. I think it's better for me to go to bed now. I turned off the lights and lay down, pulling the blankets up to my chest. I then stared at the ceiling for unknown minutes until my eyes finally closed. Darkness guides me towards a deep dream. I leave this world, submerging into another. One that exists only for me and only inside of me. A place filled with eternal calmness, where no worry or problem exists unless I want it to. Or at least, that's how it should be. Surrounded by endless white, in front of me there's a woman showing me her back. Someone I had never seen before. Her hair is long and golden. She's unspeakably beautiful. Even without seeing her face, I know it, or rather, feel it. Just looking at her back makes my heart jump and leaves me breathless. It even seems that the air around her is filled with mysterious magic. It's not just a smell, but it's an energy that makes everything it touches more beautiful, as if nothing less than perfection was allowed before her. But who could such a person be? Why is she here? Hello? I ask in my confusion. At the same time, I extend a hand towards her, trying to get her attention, but of course, she can't see me. Gary? Yes, that's my name. I pause and swallow some saliva. I'm very nervous for no reason. What is yours? The woman slowed to answer, as if she had forgotten her own name. Oh, she's so cute! Oh, she's so cute! Alice, she finally said with a soft voice. Don't you think it's a pretty name? Well, yes. I feel stupid giving such a short answer, but then I remember there are far more important things to think about. I stare deeply at her, still enchanted by her beauty. Alice? Yes? She answered, still showing her back at me. Why are you here? My heart stops for an instant after I say those words. I don't know the reason, if it was fear or an anxiety, but without a doubt I was expecting something big. Are you part of my dream? I said after noticing she was taking too long to answer. She was doing it on purpose. I guess I am. Or maybe you are part of mine. Her question left me incredulous. What did she mean by that? I'm sorry, I don't get it, I said while taking a step towards her. She shakes her head in denial. It doesn't matter. We are in the same dream. This dream is yours, but also mine. Ah, I can't say I fully understood what she meant. But even if we're in the same dream, someone must be the creator of this place, right? And in that case, you could say this room would belong to that person. You forget it so easily, Gary. You left me waiting all day, and the next day, and then the following one, until I had to come for you. Aren't you ashamed? My heart trembles after hearing those words. Suddenly, I feel chills run over my spine. What is she talking about? I'm sorry, but I think you're mistaking me for someone else, I say shyly with a weak voice. I feel terribly guilty, but I had never seen her before in my life. She must be confusing me with someone else, considering this isn't all just a weird dream. No, it is you who is confused. I know perfectly who you are. Actually, I know more about you than you do. After saying that, she suddenly showed me her hand, holding a necklace with the shape of half a heart. It's just like mine. The woman sounds slightly angry. Meanwhile, I couldn't be any more confused. My back feels cold, my hands are shaking, and my throat is dry. What? What are you saying? I finally mustered up the courage to grab her by the shoulder. No, it wasn't bravery. I was dead curious. I wanted to know what she meant. Alice turns around, but before I could see her face, she transforms into black smoke. The smoke slips between my fingers, dissipating until it disappears. For an instant, I could feel her warmth and softness, the same feeling as that of caressing a human hand. The hand of a woman. That sensation burns into my fingers, leaving me astonished. My mind is blank. I forget how to even breathe from the surprise. What did I forget? I should be more interested in knowing who Alice is, but what really fills my mind is that question. It makes no sense. I suddenly groan for no reason. I feel like my head just got stabbed. It's like if someone was hitting my skull from the inside, hanging my mind upside down until it drops all of my deepest memories. What did I forget? What could be so important? It is at that moment that I suddenly open my eyes. I take a deep breath, filling my lungs with air. Then I set my hand on my forehead, feeling it covered in sweat. I quickly search for my necklace, finding it right where I left it. Then I look at the clock. It is 2:20 in the morning. There's still plenty of time before the sun comes out. I exhale, letting my anxiety go with my breath. This time, I won't be able to sleep again. I'm sure of that. Well, maybe this is a good opportunity to have dinner, I say to myself jokingly. I'm not really hungry, but maybe eating something could distract me from that dream. I had just put my feet on the floor when suddenly I heard someone ringing the bell at the door. What the heck? I can't imagine who it could be at this hour. I barely get visits in regular hours. I feel a chill run all over my spine. I wait a moment, hoping the visitor would get bored and leave, but after a while it seems that wasn't going to happen. Finally, I sigh exasperatedly and resign myself to go and see who it is. As I walk towards the door, I can't stop thinking that this is too weird. I'm afraid I'd be lying to say otherwise, but unless I go and check it, I'll never know what's going on. I swallow my saliva, feeling it bitter when I'm in front of the door. My heart beats so fast I can feel it in my throat, and I take a deep breath, prepare to look through the peephole of the door. And it's at this moment that I see a small envelope slide in front from under the door. I almost jump from the shock when that happens. My eyes and mouth are open wide, showing my incredulity. I quickly open the door, finding nothing but empty air in the surroundings. There are no footprints or any other evidence of someone being there other than the envelope. If it wasn't for it, I would think I'm still dreaming. Only this dream, instead of being mysterious and calm, felt more like a horror story. Without second thought, I close the door, making sure to lock it. I don't want any unwanted visitors tonight, or ever. I then fix my sight on the envelope. It's made of ordinary paper and has no sender information. The only thing it says is that it's for me. I blink before carefully opening it. Inside there's a single sheet of paper with a drawing made with crayons. It's not very good and seems to be made by a small child. Human figures with sticks and circles that pretend to be a boy and a girl holding hands right next to a heart. There's something written beside them. Gary and me. It's her. I murmured, my lips moving by themselves. My heart stops for an instant. I shake my head many times, unable to believe it. I can't believe what is in front of my own eyes. I was just getting over the surprise when something else happens. I exclaim, confused, looking towards the kitchen. I just heard a glass breaking. I live alone. I have no pets, and there is no end. How is it possible? Did the glass just burst all by itself? Because that's what it looks like. I leave the envelope and quietly go to the kitchen to see what's happening. Once there, my face becomes pale and my body solid like stone, while my eyes look in disbelief at the glass shards on the floor. I almost faint at that moment. I don't know what to think. I don't feel safe anymore. I hold my breath for a couple of seconds until I notice a sheet of paper on the floor. I slowly get close and pick it up, careful not to step on the shards. It's another child's drawing, a cheerful one, but at the same time weird. I can't explain it, but seeing that drawing makes me anxious. I shake my head. Rather, I think it's not the drawing itself, but how I found it that makes it weird. There's something written on it. Why did it break? I didn't want it to. Even if things fall, they shouldn't break without my permission. Don't you think that's weird? I blink, confused. My mind is blank. What can I say at something like that? I'm getting an incomprehensible message that shouldn't even exist. However, I don't have much time to think about it. Suddenly, other noise called my attention. This time, the sound of the shower in the bathroom. I feel a chill move all over my spine, slowly crawling its way. Instantly, my body is covered in ice. I can't move a single finger. I'm frightened. The very idea that someone or something is inside my home when I'm supposed to be alone makes me shake in fear. The sound continues for long seconds, then minutes, without any change. I simply ignore it, as if doing that was enough to make it go away. But no matter how long I wait, that never happens. In the end, I can only steel myself to go and check it. I take a deep breath, filling my lungs with air. Then slowly walk towards the bathroom, staring at the door before carefully opening it. Warm steam escapes from the room. My heart beats like a drum at every second. I beg there is nothing on the other side, and then what I find is just that. Nothing. The shower suddenly opens itself, pouring hot water without reason. It wouldn't be the first inexplicable thing tonight. I close my eyes and sigh, full of relief. However, this isn't over yet. I still need to find out what's going on. This is too much to just leave to my imagination. I close the water, seeing the shower stop. I stand there a few more seconds, trying to understand what's happening. But of course, I can't come with an answer. Then, I rub my face in a gesture full of frustration. I'm losing my head, I said quietly, talking to myself. Then I exhale, letting my anxiety go with breath. I think about going out or calling someone for company, but I have no one to ask for help. And strangely, the idea of going out this night sounds even more terrifying. When I opened the door, I saw the hallway empty. It gave me the sensation that something scary was hiding in the shadows. I can't explain it, but I locked the door and wanted to stay like that. But it seems my home isn't safe either. I turn around, thinking on going back to bed. Then the only thing I can do is wait for the sun to come out. If the next night I have another experience like this, I'll move without second thoughts. Then suddenly, I open my eyes wide, incredulous. I didn't realize before, but there was a drawing in the mirror, as if someone had used a finger to clean the thin layer of steam on it. It's a ship sinking. There's also something written. There are hundreds of paths, all of them guide to the same end. I read it over and over without understanding what it means. Is it a message for me? On that note, just in case. My lips can't say a single word. The silence now feels oppressive. My heart shrinks as I think on how alone I am. As if I had been cut away from the world. Forsaken. However, things continue to happen. Things that shouldn't. I can't understand anything. I don't know what I can do, but my only hope is that the sun will turn all of this into nothing more than a bad dream. With that in mind, I walk to my room. When I get there, I find there's another surprise waiting for me. What is this? I murmured, confused, while looking right at a sheep plush. It's in perfect conditions. If it was new, or maybe it is. There's no way to know. Next to the plush, there's a sheet of paper. I quietly get closer and pick it up. It has a drawing of a wolf made with crayons. It looks angry. There is something written too. I don't like wolves, but I'm surrounded by them. The only way to avoid them is by hiding. Again, an incomprehensible message, just like the fact the plushie appeared from nowhere. After a few seconds, I grabbed the plushie with curiosity. It is very soft and could easily be used as a pillow. Outside of that, there is nothing else people are saying. It doesn't appear to have anything weird. I don't know what I should do. Everything is so strange. It all began after that dream. I blinked confused, trying to come with an answer. That's right, I forgot. This must be all the work of that woman, Alice. Her words come back to my mind. She said I'd forgotten something. I don't think there could be a memory that could make sense of all of this. But even knowing that, it would be a lie to say I don't have an uncontrollable curiosity. Gary. I was lost in my mind when suddenly I heard someone whispering my name behind me. I jump around. My heart stops and my blood turns to ice. I instantly turn around by reflex, finding something that simply shouldn't be there. In front of my eyes, a huge mirror had appeared, even bigger than me, reflecting all of my body. I stare down at my own reflex, hypnotized by that image. As if it were the first time I had seen a mirror, I look at my reflex, copying my movements without mistake. I've moved my hands, my head, my legs, and the reflection does exactly the same. However, there's something special in that image. The person in the mirror is the right one, but the place where it is not the same. My room does not reflect in the mirror. Instead, the background belongs to another house, made of wood and with the looks of being abandoned for many years. I simply cannot talk. Not a single word comes to mind that could begin to describe the feeling of wonder, surprise, and insecurity that invades me at this moment. It's so incredible, so impossible, something out of a dream. But that's why it is something I can't control or even understand. Is it even safe to be in the same room as that mirror? I don't know. However, I can't stop staring at it. Oh, just in case. Looking at it closer, enchanted by the mysterious presence of the mirror, I start to walk towards it. Before I knew it, I was standing right next to it. I blink while looking at it in silence. There's something incredible in it. Not just that, something beautiful too. I don't think before extending a hand, touching the glass with the tip of my fingers. It feels like touching the surface of a frozen lake. It feels like I only need to press a little harder to get inside the mirror. Cross it as if I was jumping into a pool. Should I try it? Why not? Jump! I'm not aware of what I was thinking until my feet moved, but then it was too late to stop. I opened my eyes astonished at seeing what I was doing. Somebody planted an idea in my mind and I accepted it as mine. So easily, it was scary. Just seconds ago I was frightened of that mirror. Now I was being consumed by it, falling deeper and deeper into an unknown place. I closed my eyes, now unable to see me fall. I want to scream, but no sound comes out from me, as if I was screaming in outer space. But there is air here. No, I was wrong. It's not air, but water that surrounds me. I'm sinking, as if someone had chained an anchor to my legs, so fast I confused it with falling. The sensation doesn't go away for many long seconds that seem eternal. I lose myself falling from the world. I belong to another unknown one. Ah! Suddenly, I open my eyes, gasping with surprise at the same time. I wake up, almost jumping. I was about to scream, as if waking up from a nightmare. I would say it was just that, if it wasn't for a single detail. I rub my forehead, finding small drops of sweat. I take a deep breath, closing my eyes for a moment. My heart still beats, anxious, but slowly it relaxes. Ooh. When I open my eyes again, I realize I'm not in my room. I haven't woken up yet from the strange nightmare. Instead, I find myself in an old building made of wood. What is this place? I murmured, confused while looking around, ignoring how I got here. There doesn't seem to be anything strange with this place. I find myself in a dormitory. There are many beds around, all of them small and painted with bright colors. That makes me think they belong to children. I scratched my head before, standing up. Where am I? There's nothing here to listen to There's nobody here to listen to my questions. But curiosity is too much to stay quiet. I didn't realize before, but the beds have names on them. Royer, I read out loud. With curiosity, I look at the others. Mary, Henry, and I suddenly stop, opening my eyes wide, astonished by how it jumps when I read the next name. Gary. What is this? I can't explain why it has my name. The only answer that comes to my mind is that someone was waiting for me, prepared it. But in that case, it was too small. I shake my head confused and look at the bed next to it. In so little time, I'm hit by a new surprise that makes me tremble to the core. The name on it was crossed out, but there was another one below it that I instantly recognized. Alice. Alright. So we're gonna leave it here. I hate to leave it on a cliffhanger, but I think it's a good point to take a stopping point. Alright. Well, this was Connected Hearts. Things are getting interesting. I'm really curious what all this means. I mean, a lot of different elements are being thrown at us. I had a feeling it was going to be alphabet, but the fact that the name was scratched out, that's weird. I don't know. Let me know if y'all have any theories. I didn't read anything up on this game. It just seemed like one that I kind of get behind. I like stuff like this. So I'm definitely going to get back in and try and solve this mystery. But yeah, thank you so much for joining me in this. If you could like, subscribe, and share the video, it'd mean a lot to me. All the information on my social medias are down below if you would like to follow. As always, I appreciate it very much. Thank you for watching.